Alright, so for today's presentations, I'm gonna talk about salami slicing publications. Well, this is actually a gentle reminder for myself and also for the students out there. Well, what is it actually about? Let's find out. Salami slicing publications results from a single study that are inappropriately divided into two or more papers, or I can say writing too many papers from one single study, or it can be said slice and dice or least publishable unit. So, what to do to avoid salami slicing? Of course, first, a single comprehensive paper is preferable. But if the authors believe that subdivisions is appropriate, or if multiple articles may result from the same study, please contact the editor-in-chief of the journal. Or if splitting the data concerning one study in more than one publication could be acceptable if the authors justify the choice with good reasons, very good rationale, or authors should state what new scientific contribution is contained in their manuscript compared to any previously published article. So please state clearly. Alright, so even for me myself, I conduct salami slicing with a good rationale, I guess, because in one dissertations you have to conduct, let's say for example, literature review for chapter 2, and chapter 1 you have to mention about or describe about the research gap or gap analysis of your phenomenon. Is gonna be like one chapter and it can be one manuscript. A literature review or systematic review and meta-analysis, you can conduct another manuscript. And for the instrument development or translation and validation, it can be one manuscript. And chapter 4 and chapter 5, of course, it's going to be like one manuscript, depends on your research objectives, right? So this is like three different areas because in chapter 1, 2, and 3 are totally different. But the problem is what I found with so many papers from the students, they have like one research objectives and then they divide the results, uh, you know, not in a good way. For example, I give you the example here. Let's say if the study is about correlational study and they have, for example, five factors, independent variables and one dependent variables, and then they're trying to divide the independent variable from five, three publish another one journal and two variables publish in another journal. This is not appropriate because you need to state clearly why you need to divide the independent variables. Another example, let's say you have bivariate correlation analysis and you have multivariate analysis and you have descriptive statistics, right? One manuscript they publish about bivariate analysis and another manuscript they write about multivariate analysis, but actually the samples are the same and the descriptive statistic result or characteristic of respondent are the same. So it's not acceptable. Many journals they reject this kind of article because the basic information of the characteristic of the participants already published somewhere. But why you need to publish the same manuscripts with the same basic information of the participants? So this is self duplications. So please be aware of that. So let's say if you in your dissertations your study objective is, for example, about correlational study, right? And you conduct correlational analysis, and that's your objective of your study. But if you want to conduct, like, let's say, another objective, you want to see the significant differences of your dependent variable based on the characteristic, for example, using ANOVA or one-way ANOVA, for example, yeah, your study, you're using Pearson or even multivariate using multiple linear regressions. But in this manuscript, the current manuscript, you use one-way ANOVA with different objective. So you need to change all the background, methods, results to be totally different from a previous study. So you need to be really, really careful in providing the background or the significance of the study should be totally different from the previous one. So this is the way how you avoid salami slicing publications. Alright, so maybe just that's all for the examples. You can ask the question if you have, some example of the salami slicing. But the main point here is, personally, for me myself as well, please do not do salami slicing. So maybe just be careful in dividing the results of your study. But if you publish, let's say, concept analysis, literature review, and the results with different manuscript, I can tell, let's do it. All right. So maybe just this all. Thank you very much for watching, guys.